Hey everyone, ArchTalko here, welcome you back to Destiny. In the previous episode, we tackled the Scourge of Winter, got ourselves some pretty good booty. So yeah, let's go to the Cryptarch first. Master Rahul, what do you got for us? Today we're going to be doing the last story mission on Venus. We're doing I've Gate Lord. Ooh, I'm excited. So let's get our moolah. Thank you very much, sir. Ooh! Alright, so our reward from last mission gets us a strange coin. Strange coins used pretty much exclusively with Zur, the weekend merchant who gives us exotics. Unfortunately, we're not level 20 yet, so we can't really use it. But hey, honestly, we're almost there. A few more episodes, and we'll be able to take advantage of it.
Yes?
Alright, so let's get us still some experience. Very nice. We're almost to rank 1 with the Vanguard. Pretty exciting stuff. Also, just leveled up like everything. Ooh, okay. Counterbalance. Definitely one of the better perks you can get for like a variety of weapons. So that's pretty exciting. Crowd control, yeah, that's pretty good, especially fusion rifles. I think that's a pretty complimentary perk to have for that. And last but not least, we got that. I don't have weapon parts. Oh no, but it's only a blue weapon, so I should probably save them anyway. Last but not least, we got ourselves some auto rifle reload speed. I could have used that last episode. Well, we are going to be using hand cannon today because again, I can't get enough of it. So anyway, I will meet you guys back in orbit. And we're back. All right, so last main story mission in the game. I have a Gate Lord. All right, let's select it. And would you look at that level 17? It's almost like I'm coordinating these levels. Whoa, man, slow man, Pac-Man.
The more we learn about the Vex, the more I understand why our exo friend is so worried about them. During the collapse, they transformed the planet Mercury into a machine in days. They would have spread to every planet if the Traveler hadn't stopped them. We need to get into the Black Garden. We need a Gate Lord's head. First thing we're going to have to do is get me into the Vex Network, so I can lure out a Gate Lord. I'll lead the way.
You got a boss. And by you leading the way, of course you mean us, technically speaking. So, oh man. Today, didn't stick the landing. Yeah, that definitely deserves a dance though. Definitely deserves a dance. All right, let's get back on.
Here's what we have on Gate Lords. 3 stories tall. Protect the realms the Vex keep locked out of time. Time? That can't be right.
Oh, but Tinklebot, my little, well, God, what kind of even? I feel like there's like an actual name for the shape that he is, but I was gonna say like polyhedron. It's probably not correct. What was I gonna say? All right. So this episode, while we're making our way over to the Gate Lord, more like Gaylord Fokker, star of a multi-spanning series. Sparrow. Okay, honey, please calm down. Please. Okay, let's. No. Really? You're gonna do this on me? Ugh. Fine. You know what? I didn't even want to ride you. Didn't even want to. Guys. The beauty that is just emanating from my skills using this EV30 tumbler, too good.
I'm picking up a heavy conflux nearby. I can use it to get into their network.
God, we're like 2 minutes in and I still haven't finished a single thought I've started. I want to talk about Venus itself this episode, at least like leading up to the Gate Lord. Or the Gate Lord, because I didn't finish that joke either. So right off the bat, we're going to be greeted with a bunch of Minotaurs guarding this Vex. Oh god, what are these things called? Conflux, I think. So let's no-scope this guy with their sniper rifle, because why not? And let's go ahead and send out the Tinklebot. Once we get through this section, then I'll go ahead and begin the discussion.
And I thought you had the hard job.
Excuse you.
Okay, we've got to head for a place called the Endless Steppes. That's where we'll find the Gate Lord.
What a CS Miester. Really? Pretty sure we have the hardest job. Unless, I mean, hey, look, Tinklebot, if you want to serve as like a riot shield for the countless laser blasts that I get to the head on like a daily basis, by all means, be my guest. Because I'm pretty sure we have it just a little rougher than you. I'm just saying. So, I do know for a fact that he's going to be talking a little bit more when we get up to the Waking Ruins. So, or, sorry, not Waking Ruins. What are they called? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, Endless Steps, I think. Yes. Campus 9, actually. There's so many locations that I still do not know the name
To
of.
find the Gate Lord, I sort of had to mess with all their transfer gates here. You're probably going to have your hands full. The gates are waking. They'll keep coming unless you can shut them down.
Thanks a lot, man. Again, Sassy Tinklebot, definitely the best Tinklebot. Okay, thank you so much for the encouraging words. Alright, so this section, they basically have like these gate things that unless you shut them down, Vex will just continue respawning from. It can be a pretty big pain in the butt, so I always try to take care of the gates first before, you know, even worrying about the Vex that come out of them. So that's pretty much it when it comes down to it. I think we have like 4 or 5 more gates to take care of. So I will say this mission can be kind of lengthy. So I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't get too monotonous. But anyway, Venus. Venus is a really neat location from lore perspective in the game. Oh, excuse me. Oh lord, I'm coughing, and I'm trying to snipe these guys. Not the best scenario, but as it turns out, especially like when I was a kid, I have always been super passionate about astronomy. Like seriously, I love it so much. And like especially when I was a kid, I just like any astronomy book I could get my hands on, I would just like read from, you know, back to back multiple times. So I feel like Destiny actually, or not said, I feel like Bungie really went out of their way to kind of like make the lore with the planets as like authentic as possible, and I think Venus is a really great example of that. So Venus is, as everyone knows, kind of like a sister planet to Earth. It's roughly, I think it's just barely smaller than Earth. The atmosphere, especially like the upper atmosphere, actually has a lot of similarities to Earth. Really the biggest difference being that I think it's like, I want to say it's like 4 times thicker than Earth's atmosphere, and also like in the like upper layers it moves like crazy fast, like constant speeds of I think like, oh god, I think it's like 100 miles per hour, or like something just super like insanely fast like that. It also has like similar weather where like it'll get like lightning storms, and it will rain. It's the atmosphere itself is actually very acidic. And I mean, I guess the specifically it has a lot of sulfur in the atmosphere, and a lot of sulfuric acid that like just is constantly being rained down as acid rain. The thing is though, is that Venus is actually the, if I'm not mistaken, so hopefully I'm not, because I don't want to be spreading like false information, but Venus is the hottest planet in our atmosphere, which is, or in our atmosphere, god dang it, in our solar system, which is weird. You'd think that Mercury would be the hottest because of its, you know, super close proximity to the sun, but in reality, because Venus's atmosphere is so thick, and because like a majority of the atmosphere is carbon dioxide, it has like the world's like craziest greenhouse effect. So it's basically just like constantly getting hotter like every year, and it is just amazing at trapping that heat and just continually like building it up. So over time, I feel like Mercury, if Mercury had Venus's atmosphere, I feel like it would be the hottest planet in our solar system. But because it's so close to the sun, pretty much any remnants of an atmosphere on Mercury has been like just completely disintegrated. So it's kind of what you get when you're that close to the sun. Sorry, Mercury. The thing is, there's not actually a whole lot of sulfuric acid on Venus' surface because it's so hot that when it has its acid rain and goes down the surface, it evaporates way before it can get like even remotely close to the surface. So, you know, the surface of Venus itself is just relatively, barren, I guess, because it's too hot really for like any liquid to be there. At some point though, at least like early in its lifetime in our solar system, it might have actually been really similar to Earth. Like it might have had oceans and, well, oceans. That's pretty much it with that thought. So what does this have to do with Destiny? Well, I think this is really neat because when the Traveler comes, according like from a lore perspective, when the Traveler comes, it basically lifts Venus's carbon dioxide. And it doesn't outright say this, but like it makes sense because if the carbon dioxide is lifted, right, the greenhouse effect is pretty much taken out of the equation, right? The heat becomes much more bearable, much more closer to Earth. Any liquid that comes down would actually be able to like stay on the surface as opposed to just, you know, instantly being evaporated. And God, I feel like I'm making like a game theory on like Destiny's lore, going into the nitty gritties of its composition, chemical makeup. Ooh, science. But no, seriously, like it makes sense. So, it would make sense that, you know, if Venus was to revert kind of back to, you know, how it was, you know, when it initially mirrored Earth, its waters, its seas in this case, would be very acidic. The planet itself would be very acidic. And now, sulfuric acid doesn't play a huge part in Venus's composition, but it plays a big enough role, and it's so incredibly thick that even though it's like a minor component of its atmosphere, overall it would still just, you know, be a huge, you know, component of its composition. Also, yeah, we are finally at the endless steps. This is gonna be
Is where we'll find the gate. Let's go.
You gotta think about it. Yep. So this is gonna be where we fight the Gate Lord. I can't believe I'm already, wow. I can't believe I'm actually like playing decently enough to be talking about this without totally messing up. I mean, I haven't died yet, so to me that's playing well enough. Oops, I should jump there. But basically, like when the Traveler came, the place got hospitable, right? So all these academies, it basically became like the Ivy League of the solar system. You know, all these academies sprung up. The Ishtar Collective was founded, which is just a huge advancement in like golden age technology and philosophy and science. Just a really, really neat area. And that's like the ruins of that age are kind of like what we've been exploring. The thing is though, is that since the Traveler's influence has, you know, essentially been revoked, right? It's only influencing the surrounding area of like the tower and like the last city on Earth. The atmosphere is slowly beginning to build up that greenhouse effect again. The acidity is starting to go out of line, starting to eat up the ruins of the Ishtar Collective. So it's basically become a race against time, because the planet itself is kind of like slowly just consuming everything. And then on top of that, you also have the Fallen House of Winter, which are also trying to get into the Ishtar Collective to, you know, basically to extract all of the Golden Age information before we can. And then you also have the Vex, which have basically been instigated and are rising up. They're kind of like a really nasty case of herpes, you know, just the wrong stimuli just totally makes it burst out of its hibernation. And this is a really gross metaphor. I should probably stop. Also, you shoot those boxes, they explode. Probably should use them, but that's something to keep in mind. If you're a better player than me, you can probably implement those into your battle strategy. But I'm not, so, and I didn't, so, whoops-a-daisy. But yeah, so like, and it's, you know, in the official strategy guide and the grimoire, you know, it's confirmed that the, you know, sulfuric acid is the thing. I mean, you can even see right now, it's like constantly raining. It's the acidity that is just, you know, eating all of these ruins and all these, you know, golden age remnants. So really interesting stuff. I feel like Bungie really did the research, and it feels so authentic. I really like Venus.
I guess you're going to have to step inside the ring.
I guess so. And on a side note, I like how jungly it is. Like, compared to other jungle regions, oh man, ooh, it's Gate Lord time. I'm so excited, but compared to other jungle regions, it just feels really unique, and I like it. So, without further ado, guys, ooh, let's do this. Ooh. Are you guys ready for amazing music? I know I am. I have a Gate Lord theme. Definitely the most redeeming quality of this mission. If you can tell, the Gate Lord himself, Zydron, really neat name for such a lame boss. He's basically just a Minotaur, but like not as good because he has a weak point. And if you have a sniper rifle or a rocket launcher, if you hit him in his midsection, his super toned abs, you will sunlock him. I kind of showed it like at the beginning of the fight. If you're quick enough, you can totally like take him out before any of these enemies spawn. But I just wanted to show the amazing music, so I'm playing it kind of like how it was normally supposed to be played. But seriously, I highly recommend just taking out a sniper rifle and a rocket launcher. When you run out of sniper ammo, just switch to the rocket launcher. It's almost a guaranteed kill within like 30 seconds. He is really a joke, which stinks because he's so like built up and he does look really neat. But there it is. We already defeated. There it is.
Nice work. This better get us into the Black Garden. Let's go get our key from the Queen.
Oh man, so that was Zydron Gaylord. I'm a Gate Lord. My Midwestern dialect, I have very soft T's, so Gate Lord and Gaylord sound pretty similar, at least to me. So, oh man, for as many flaws as the actual boss has itself, I always just, whenever this comes up as like a daily heroic story, or whatever reason I have to play this mission, I always just really look forward to it because I love that song. Sorry. So, anyway, that was it. That was the mission. So, hope you guys liked my rambling about Venus. Again, it's been a while since I've really been into the whole astronomy scene. It's been a while since I've just really gotten my hands dirty with it. So, if any of that stuff isn't correct, my sincerest apple jeans. Whenever I'm talking about anything technical, always take it with a grain of salt because chances are probably don't really know what I'm talking about. But with that, let's go ahead and enjoy this ending cutscene.
And still has its ball.
There is no shame in running away, Guardian. Apart from the cowardice and failure of it, it's an excellent strategy.
We didn't run.
Was no Gate Lord slain, brother?
Oh, we slayed a Gate Lord.
Oh, we slayed a Gaylord.
Ghost. We need to find the Black Garden.
They don't even know where it is.
Let us tell them. Search the Gate Lord for that which gains them entrance.
Why? If you wish them certain death, just kill them here.
Often when we guess at others' motives, we reveal only our own.
My motive is simply loyalty to a people. A queen and a sister.
Then please, take what is required.
Dead, unfortunately. A wasted journey, I'm afraid.
Perhaps. But I think these ones resourceful. We gift it, in sympathy for their traveler.
Mars. 84 North, 32 East, Meridian Bay.
I have shown you benevolence, Guardian. Should the Awoken ever need an ally, I will call on you. And expect you to answer.
She's saying you owe us, Guardian.
I understand. Your Grace.
Good luck getting through the exclusion zone.
Yeah, remember when I said that, each of them probably needs at least like 3 hugs daily to kind of relieve that sexual tension? Let's bump that up to like a healthy 7. Yeah, that seems about right. So, yep, that was the ending cutscene. We officially unlocked Mars Meridian Bay. I'm excited. I love Mars as well. Guys, I just like this game. Recommend levels 15, 18. Something tells me we'll probably be prepared. I'm just saying. So, anyway, that is gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching me play. Once I change out this equipment, let's just really appreciate this ending reef cutscene, because once we exit from here, we will never be able to come back to the reef again. We will never get any closure as to those 2 cutscenes, because we'll never speak to the queen and her brother again. So, that's always fine and dandy. But, of course, next episode, we are going to be doing the 2 strikes on Venus. That's right, Venus gets 2 strikes, not just 1. And then we'll probably end it off with like a patrol and just kind of recap the main story so far, because I know I haven't really been talking what specifically has been like happening story-wise, and I know the game doesn't really bring a whole lot of attention to it. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you for the next one. Ah,